Hello everyone, welcome to Vaish Courses YouTube channel and to the series of current updates. My name is Vaishnavi and in this video we are going to discuss on the segment called Srinagar joins UNESCO network of creative sites. We are going to discuss on this topic in this video. So let's discuss this topic in detail. Before starting today's video, I am reminding you to subscribe, share, like and comment your feedback in the comment section. Okay, let's start the video. So, the Srinagar, the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir, is among the 49 cities selected worldwide in order to join the UNESCO Creative Cities Network, that is UCC, and this is the short form of UNESCO Creative Cities Network, with Prime Minister Narendra Modi hailing the inclusion as the fitting recognition for the vibrant cultural ethos of Old City. So, this is the news. Okay, Srinagar is the summer capital of Jammu. And this is the news, UNESCO site where it is congratulating India for Srinagar to join the UNESCO network of creative cities. So with this, the capital city of Jammu and Kashmir has entered the club of 295 creative cities network across the world. So there are 295 creative cities network across the world in which Srinagar has become a member. After the Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, Varanasi and Jaipur, Srinagar is the 6th Indian city in order to achieve this destination. The first one is the Mumbai, second one is the Chennai, third one is the Hyderabad, and the fourth one is the Varanasi, and fifth one is the Jaipur. So these are all the one who have already joined this, and the sixth one is the Srinagar. So what is UNESCO's Creative Cities Network all about? So it is a project that is launched by UNESCO in the year 2004. It is launched in order to promote the cooperation among the cities which actually got recognition under their creativity as a strategic factor in their urban development. So in order to recognize them and in order to cooperate among all those cities with the specific factors, the strategic factors which will help in urban development. So that is the reason this Creative Cities Network programs have been started. So what, according to the UNESCO, the cities designated as creative cities work together towards a common objective of placing creativity and cultural industries at the heart of their development plans at the local level and cooperating actively at the international level. So each city will be categorized under this creative cities according to their specific common creativity. So in order to cooperate among all the cities which have the similar creativity and in order to help in the urban development through local level and cooperating actively in the international level, this program has been started. This is what UNESCO is telling. So UNESCO is designating the creative cities in the 7 fields. What are those 7 fields? Let's see. The first one is a craft, second one is folk art, third media art, fourth film design, fifth gastronomy, sixth literature and 7 music. Under this categories, creative cities award status will be given by UNESCO. The Srinagar city has been designated as a creative city in the field of crafts and folk arts. It has been given the creative city in the field of crafts and folk arts. Only second city in India in this category. So the Jaipur is also given the creative city status based on the crafts and folk arts itself. So after Jaipur it is Srinagar. So while Mumbai has honored in the film category, so Mumbai is given the creative city status based on the film category. Chennai and Varanasi has been given the part of UCCN for their music. Chennai and Varanasi is for music and Hyderabad is for gastronomy category. So these are the categories through which they have got this UCCN status. So what is the process of selecting? What will happen is every year UNESCO will receive the applications of various cities across the globe for putting up this particular them under the UCCN project. These applications in India are routed through the Ministry of Culture will apply this application. The Srinagar city has applied in 2018, but the application was rejected. So in the year 2019, the application was rejected. The UCCN tag would not only give global recognition to the Srinagar city, but also help in the international funding. So it will also help in fundings, and in order to tie up with the Craft University, as it is given the creative status based on the crafts, it will tie up with the craft universities, and it will pitch craft as a product. So this year 4 Indian cities, there are the Gwalior, Kolkata, Indore and Srinagar has applied to the Ministry of Culture. The ministry, however, found the applications of Kolkata and Indore incomplete. So Kolkata and Indore applications were incomplete, and Gwalior and Srinagar were fulfilled. While the norm is that to announce 2 cities from each country, only Srinagar was designated as part of UCCN by UNESCO this year. So there are only 2 cities to be announced, so only Srinagar was designated as part of it. So by joining the UNESCO Creative Cities Network, cities commit to sharing their best practices, and developing partnership involves the public and private sectors as well as civil society in order to strengthen the creation, production, distribution, dissemination of cultural activities, goods and services. So in order to share the best practices and do all of this, UNESCO Creative Cities Network helps. They also pledge to develop the hubs of creativity. They will pledge for their bringing the hubs of creativity, and in the innovation, broaden the opportunities for creators and professionals in the cultural sectors too. So you can see this is the famous handicrafts of Jammu and Kashmir. So you can see the creativity of them. So now let's learn. We have completed the topic, but we don't know. We need to also learn about what is UNESCO. Okay, UNESCO is the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. This is developed in order to build peace through international cooperation in the field of education, sciences and culture. So in order to bring cooperation internationally in the fields of education, sciences and culture, one body is needed. So UNESCO was established. UNESCO's programs contribute to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals Agenda of 2030. So they work for the achieving the goals of 2030, adopted by UN General Assembly in 2015. So it is also the member of the United Nations Sustainable Development Group. It is a coalition. This group is a coalition of the UN agencies and organizations which are aimed at fulfilling the Sustainable Development Goals. And where is the UNESCO's headquarters? It is located in the Paris, and the organization has more than 50 field offices around the world. So finally, let's see what are the objectives of UNESCO, what it will strive for. So attaining the quality education for all and lifelong learning. It will work in the field of education. So this is one of the objective. And in order to mobilize science knowledge and policy for sustainable development. So we know that it is part of Sustainable Development Group. So it's work for sustainable development, and it will help in mobilizing the science knowledge. Okay, addressing the emerging social and ethical challenge. It helps in addressing the social and ethical challenges, and it will foster cultural diversity, intercultural dialogue and a culture of peace. And it will help in building inclusive knowledge societies through information and communication. It focuses on the global priority areas, like for example Africa and the gender equality. These kind of global priority areas will be focused by the UNESCO. So these are the objectives of the UNESCO. So this is it for today's video. Let's meet with another segment in the next class. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and give your comment in the comment section. That's it for this video. Bye bye.